got a match. This one's against JackieChun Paul again because I challenged him on Skype and he needed to get his revenge on me because after that last one he was looking for it. This match is a prime example of why you don't just mess around in the middle of a game doing nothing when you could be damaging something. He's got a Roulette lead and I've got Scarm, so I figure, well, I may as well taunt it so he can't let it get up 2 layers of spikes or T-spikes, whatever he wants to do, or if his sleep hitter misses. It turns out he just went for spikes and I'm faster, and he gets up 0 layers of anything, so that's pretty sweet. Now I can proceed to set up my spikes, which I'm going to get 1 layer up before he goes into Apollyon, and I'm afraid of a Surf because I think that Scarm had mostly physical D, so I don't want to take that when I have a perfectly good Milotic laying around. She takes that like a champ, and now I've got 2 options. I could go for HP Electric, or I can go for Toxic. I went for Toxic, fearing switch, and he set up Stealth Rocks, so I'm like, well, okay, now he's going to switch now, right? No, he didn't. He stayed in and went for Roar, so keep in mind that I could have had 2 Hidden Power Electric hits on this Apollyon coming up later. So he roars me out into Regirock, and I'm figuring, well, I can probably set up a Rock Polish and then outspeed pretty much anything that I've seen so far. Or I could just go right for Earthquake, but I figure he's probably going to predict Earthquake or Stone Edge or something, so he switched out into Roselia, and I'm not sure if that thing's Poison type yet. I know at least it's Grass, so at best I'm going to get a neutral Earthquake off, so I figure I may as well risk Stone Edge. Like, it probably might kill, but it doesn't quite. He gets up 1 layer of T-Spikes, which kind of stinks, but, you know, it's a Roulette, and I actually don't have that much that's affected by it too much. I think Milotic actually benefits from it, so that's pretty sweet. I finished it off with the second hit. Thankfully it didn't miss. I didn't see if I went for Earthquake or Stone Edge, and in comes a Bronzong, so I can't do anything to that, and furthermore, he uses Reflect, so I'm definitely not going to be able to do anything to that. I switched it to Scarm because I figure if he's going to set up, I may as well set up some more spikes. I haven't seen the spinner yet, so why the hell not? I set up more spikes, and in comes Apollyon again, so I'm thinking, well, do I want to go same old song and dance with Milotic, or is he going to predict that and go for something funky like Toxic or something? So I decide I'm going to stay in and finish up laying my spikes, and he does predict a switch into something. I don't know what hidden power that was. Super effective, probably electric, and I'm not really too sure why I was so afraid of Surf. I guess this Scarm is mostly specially defensive, if that's how much that did, so now I'm not too afraid of this thing because a Stab Surf is going to do even less than that, or actually did more than that, I'm just kidding. I went for Whirlwind just to get rid of it, and in comes the Bronzong again. So because he hasn't been affected by spikes, I know 100% positive that he is Levitate. Most of the time you just assume Levitate, but this time I know guaranteed, and I decided to just go for Roost because I needed some HP back. He can't really hurt me. He's a dual screener, so you know, what's he really going to do? He reveals Gyro Ball, so that makes me think that Explosion probably rounds off the set. I'm just going to bank that information, and I go to Milotic, as Milotic's going to take 0 damage from Gyro Balls, and his Light Screen is primed to wear off very soon if it hasn't already. So Milotic can't exactly hurt him if he's going to just Light Screen all day. I can't Toxic it. Surfing and HP Electric would be stupid, so I'm going to go right into Regirock here, hoping that he'll blow up. I'm trying to tempt him into that slowly. He doesn't do that, and he goes for Light Screen, so my best move to hit him with is a resisted Stone Edge, and setting up Rock Polish would be stupid because then he can just Gyro Ball me and it'll be more powerful. So I decided to just go right for Explosion before he sets up Reflect, and that's what I do. However, I completely forgot that Reflect was still up, so that didn't do nearly as much as I had thought. So now I figure, well, that was stupid. I just wasted my best receiver of Baton Pass because that's what I got. I got a Baton Passing Smeargle. So I've got to go for the Spore right away. I may as well sleep that thing since I can't kill it. I did get poisoned, so I'm not going to be able to get up a sub if I'm going to go for Belly Drum, so I'm just going to go right for Belly Drum, and crap, he's got a Dawn Fan, so if he has Ice Shard, I'm screwed, and if he has Roar, I am screwed. So I went for Belly Drum on the switch, so I couldn't exactly predict that coming in. I get my +6/+1, and time at the Baton Pass. If he's gonna roar, he's gonna roar right now. So that really sucks. I got lucky, and he went for Rapid Spin, so he blows away all 3 layers of my spikes, and he actually does a laughable amount to this Ninjask. And he doesn't have Ice Shard, so that's awesome. I'm able to take him out. And he's going to go into Empoleon now, which I should be able to kill. I am +6 and Choice Banded. I'm not even sure if the Choice Band even factors in if you're +6. I don't think it does, but you know, it was actually an interesting situation to be in. And oh my god, it didn't even take it out. I thought I was primed to sweep. Like, I thought that was a good game, and then he lives with like a sliver of health from a +7 stab move. Oh my god, that pissed me off so much because I knew I had 2 chances where I used Toxic with Milotic, and even if I went for Surf on one of those, then this is a whole different game. So I'm totally frustrated by that, and I'm going to go to Milotic now, finish it off with Surf. Oh, critical hit, totally needed that. Whatever. And there goes his light screen, so, well, maybe maybe I did need it. No, probably not still. So I got my Marvel Scale, and I'm kind of screwed. I don't know how I'm going to be able to kill Bronzong. Like, I guess I could potentially just keep firing Surfs at it, and that's pretty much my best shot, but I still don't know how I'm going to finish it off. He says he'll like screen, and here I'm thinking, well, maybe he'll finish himself off for me. Maybe he's going to blow up, so I'm thinking, who's my best guy to take it? I've got this Ninjask, which is sitting in here with nothing to do. So I go to Ninjask, die to rocks, and he doesn't blow up. So he sets up his second screen, his Reflect. So I was like, well, that was stupid. So now I'm definitely know for sure he's probably going to blow up. So I'm going to go to Skarm, and I could have roosted there just to save a little bit of damage. But, you know, in the end, it didn't really matter. And he blows up, so Skarm is able to take that because it's a Skarm. You know, what else is it gonna do? And now it is definitely in a vulnerable position though. In comes Hitmonlee, and I'm not sure what this guy wants to do. I'm thinking, well, fighting move I can probably take. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be tight. And turns out I can't take it, so that really stunk. And now I gotta decide, do I want to go to Milotic or do I want to go to my last in Glaceon, my defensive Glaceon that is so clutch all the time, every time I've used it. I decided Milotic is the best bet, and I just go right for Surf because I know I can live Blaze Kick, and the fact that he switches out tells me he's probably choiced. That Surf didn't do nearly as much as I thought, and in my head I'm thinking, well, wow, does he have special bulk or something? So he goes for X-Scissor, and I'm under the impression that he's Scarfed, simply because it didn't really do that much, and he never changes moves, so I think he told me after the match that he was some weird item. I forget what it was, but he had superpowers, so he didn't want to go for that because that would be dumb. So I figure, okay, this is going to be my best chance. He's going for X-Scissor, he's not changing anything up, so I'm going to go to Glaceon. I'm going to be able to take 2 hits after Stealth Rocks and Poison because this is my defensive variant. And I figure, well, an Ice Beam should be able to take it out from there, even though Milotic kind of had troubles with it. I should be alright. Should be alright taking it out. I'm going to live this hit just barely, but I knew I could take it, or I thought I was pretty sure I could take it. So this is probably going to take out the Pinsir, but it doesn't. I completely forgot about Light Screen. It wore off right there, so even if I just stayed with Milotic one more turn and freaking used Recover, then it would have been alright. But no, I got a little bit too antsy in my pantsies, and that's going to be pretty much the match because he can just continually hit me with X-Scissor. And it's doing pretty much exactly half of what I have, so Recover, I'm not going to be gaining anything. In fact, I think I lose about 12 hit points in the next 3 turns, because I just recovered a few times just to see if it was worthwhile trying to be able to live 2. But at the end of the day, it really wasn't, and I think I'm just going to go for Toxic eventually, and it's going to miss because I was like, okay, I'll leave it at the chance. Oh, I actually gained 6 there, wow. Okay, well, I'm going to speed up the rest of the match. It's over. He wins, so let's set my alarm for tomorrow morning, and that's a good game, Paul. So he got his revenge. Hint, hint. So I like watching Paul's stuff. He's a good battler out there, and wouldn't have even found him if it wasn't for JT, so I got JT to thank for that. Man, people are having fun on Friday night, and I'm sitting in here doing this. I really need to rethink my life.